Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Revelation Day 2. Hey, whoa, hey, whoa. Hey, I am your Colonial champion, the Sentinel here, Revelation Day 2. The Penguin has immediately gotten into the bar here and is just bashing Ganondorf against the statue.
Of me.
Of you. Name yourself, sir.
I am Abizzle, if y'all didn't already know by now. And we're breaking back. Look at this. What's going on?
That's right. And Penguin here is just assaulting Ganondorf. And you have to imagine the main event tonight is DC defending their tag titles against the winners of the Rebels of Redcoats tournament, the Greasy Green Gigolos, Piccolo and Reptile. And maybe Ganondorf, who is a member of that faction, was going to be there to accompany them, and Penguin decided to take matters into his own hands literally seconds after we start this show. The madness has begun fast and furious, AB.
Stop it. He's rocking. Can't stop, won't stop. Shout out to GameStop.
And the matchup, well, of course, you're heading in those major investments. Of course, you might be accumulating a lot more tomorrow night if you beat Michael Corleone and take the majority shares of CIW. But the match we were supposed to have, and we're going to have, is Neo and John Wick versus Riddick and Agent 47. But right now, the Penguin, and folks, if you're just joining us, we have started nothing yet because Penguin is completely brickhoused Ganondorf here in the bar area.
Yep, right.
And a third shot into your statue, AB. How much did that cost? Be honest.
Honestly, it was just a gold wrap. I got it for $3.99.
$3.99? Is it like $3.99 or like $399,000?
$3.99 with an F, as in I didn't pay a dang thing. It was a rewrap and it was a gift.
Well, and I know you kind of obligatorily have to say that now because Corleone is back. Back suplex from Ganondorf. No, I understand your game here, but AB, you've got a lot that's on your mind. I can definitely tell. And right now, this brawl between these two hosses right here tonight to start off day 2, and we thought that day 1 was madness. But AB, we are starting off very, very on a ridiculous course, and I thought things were chaotic when you were in charge. But how are you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. You know, I'm chilling.
Oh, God, a fourth bash into the statue. What is that made of?
It's a lot of gold. It's actually like solid gold wrapped in platinum.
So it's solid gold wrapped in gold. Yeah, okay. And wait a minute. Penguin plunge.
Well,
the Penguin hitting the... Oh, no, not another Penguin plunge. Come on, man. Oh, God. Right into the skull. And look how happy the Penguin is. May have debilitated Ganondorf. And you have to imagine, AB, with the way that DC loves to cheat, that has significantly put the chances of the Gigolos at a disadvantage here tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time.
And now here comes... Now we're going back to business, as it is Neo and John Wick, accompanied by Black Cat. Wait a minute. What is Black Cat doing? I mean, we saw John Wick a couple of weeks ago as he made his debut when Neo and that Autumn Asylum, but I'm not even sure what Black Cat is doing with these two.
Suck it now.
Now, AB, and I've been told that even though you are not at the prime of leadership here, you still have prizes for us.
Of course. There's always going to be prizes. This time, Corleone's the one gifting them out, and I'm also helping out with that.
Are you now? And how exactly are you helping out with that before you and he have a monstrous brawl tomorrow night?
Well, you know, it's all about teamwork. It's all about, you know, team bonding. You know, all about togetherness. You know.
Yes.
It's all about. All about sending a message.
Of course. Oh, yes. Well, I get the feeling that there's going to be quite a lot of messages sent over the next couple of weeks. Definitely over the next couple of days, and especially tomorrow night. But there are quite an interesting number of stakes on this matchup because this all started at No Man's Land when Neo and Riddick first started brawling with it. Wait a minute, is that Evie Hammond? And AB, I hate to say that you are You're really mentioning a particular feature of these three individuals.
Oh God, what just happened? I just got hypnotized for a second there.
Yeah, as King Neptune can empathize with these three individuals, as Evie Hammond is not somebody I expected. Now, as you can tell, AB, both of these guys, all four of these individuals came out to the same entrance. Now, because these guys have been brawling back and forth, they sent Agent 47 unnecessarily up to Rochester for a launch company that was in a warehouse. There was no launch. It was just a poor investment. But in any case, this matchup, the winner of this, which is now, I guess, being accompanied by Evie Hammond, gets the rights to the entrance and the title and the music here tonight. It is a classic battle of the letter T. Who you got in this Shades of Black shenanigans?
Well, I can't vote for all the eggheads. I'm sorry. I gotta go for the other ones.
Why? What's wrong with being bald? What's wrong with being bald, bro?
Oh, no. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not rooting for them.
You're chrome domist is what it is. That's a real thing. We've started a movement. Here we go. As this matchup...
I gotta give love to the Keanu connection. So we're all going to get if the Keanu's all win, we're going to get a nice little set of DVDs of every Keanu movie.
Every single Keanu? Does that include Sonic 3? Which was spectacular, by the way. I don't mean to promote something else or other than us. And Neo right now just throwing punch, or was going to throw a punch into Agent 47, and Riddick was going to make a save, but nothing doing there.
Wow.
But I am totally in for that, I will say, because I do like Keanu Reeves as an actor. I don't like the actions he's taken to brutally haze these two baldies.
And Grant, you may vote for the Keanus to win too, because if Riddick and Agent over here wins, we win a lifetime supply of visits to Supercuts. Everybody in the arena gets a lifetime visit to Supercuts.
I mean, I don't really need that personally. I mean, I got a person, but right now Riddick has been waiting to get his hands on Neo for some time. These two former friends, you remember, former tag champions.
Yeah.
When they originally laid him up, now cover on to Neo. 1, 2, and Agent 47 didn't even move. But John Wick right there to break up the count, and now starts to get after John Wick as referee Jonah Hill assigned to this night. As this and now a big elbow drop. A big elbow drop. As these individuals are really starting to go after it. And you know, you wouldn't think that the actual like name and the brand would be what they're fighting for, but it kind of makes a lot of sense considering Agent 47's like knowledge of intellectual property, considering the startup business that he was trying to run.
Yeah.
And now I heard that you almost invested. Oh man, what a big bald attack. As yes, these guys, I mean, it wouldn't be so insulting to them if it wasn't like Neo. We talked about it when these three fought each other a couple of years ago, that it was all hazing pranks, and then that Neo has just been feeding them cans of Nair so they never grow their hair back.
Yeah, gotta feed it to them. Sometimes you just inject it directly into the forehead.
How? Head on?
No.
You apply that directly to the forehead? Drop kick that, you apply directly to the spine. That's Agent 47. And a rake to the eyes by Neo.
Yeah.
Also,
he's a big.
And what a big boot from Neo. Is this Keanu connection obviously riding high as Keanu Reeves really boosting up the repertoire. He's been in a lot of stuff of late too. He's been putting his reps in, man. Oh, what a clothesline. Now, because you are on this team hair that you've got going on here, I heard that you actually were chilling with the Keanu connection before this matchup started, hip toss by Riddick. What was it like to hang out with two Keanus?
Oh man, it was awesome. It was honestly a little slow, but then things sped up, but then things got really boring. But then things got really cool. And then we talked a lot. A lot happened. A whole lot happened.
Oh, including a Russian leg sweep. And Neo already starting to feel the effects of this, as Riddick did hit him with a pretty nasty power slam earlier. And now, right now, John Wick, the assassin, thank God, and I tried to ask John Wick why he was siding with Neo, and he didn't seem to want to talk to me I don't know what I did. Maybe it's because of, you know, my hairstyle. But what was his major reason for teaming with him? Because you seem to be hanging out with him. He must be here. Oh, my God. What a toss from Riddick.
And a flex. Well, you know, it's a symbolism thing. They're going for symbolism right now. Everything is symbolism with these guys.
Oh,
they
God,
want to take it. You know what I mean? They want to be seen as the Keanu connection and not just some Mandy Pandas.
Well, and they also, I mean, there was a lot of issues with the Shades of Black. I mean, pretty much after that 40-minute matchup where they hashed out their issues, they tried to get things going. It never really worked. Riddick had some success. Oh, my God! Another gigantic toss. Wow. Riddick is not fucking around here tonight. And he's particularly pissed because he fought aliens who made fun of him for being bald as a result of Neo's actions. You know, it wasn't just here on Earth. He had extraterrestrial bullying take place. All three of these guys have been bullied. Agent 47 economically, Riddick for his head, and Evie Hammond by V. And also I have to imagine by Natalie Portman during that thing. But it's interesting to see that Evie Hammond has drawn the sympathy here of the Shades of Bald, I mean Shades of Black Bald division.
Bald.
Yeah, folks, this is like oh no, silencer onto John Wick. Whoa. Is Agent 47 gonna go for a pin here, and instead wrenching the head and trying to pull the hair out of John Wick's skull, and it's hard to blame him for it.
So they're really doing their fizzle, I tell you. And I hear Abizzle to tell you, y'all better hit like, y'all better hit subscribe, and y'all better support our referee. That's
right, Jonah Hill, who's refereeing 2 out of the 4 matchups here tonight. The other 2 by our senior referee, Kevin James.
Yep.
As this match is to determine who is going to own the rights to the name and effectiveness, name of the Shades of Black. So it could be, AB, that even though you and I have been calling them the Keanu Connection, it could be, they were really looking for the name the Shades of Black, trying to restore the name and the reputation that they had 10 years ago, that they have very much lost since the reboot, and particularly here in the past 3 years or so.
Nope, this is very true. And I'm ready to see them acquire their destiny.
Well, and AB, as somebody who has established his brand 10 years ago, how much does it mean to have the brand on your side as you continue to move into 2025? Wait a minute, cover from Riddick. 1, 2, and John Wick once again breaking up the pin.
It's you know, it's very important. You got to have a ship to sail upon the ocean.
That's right, and it's rough waters out there. It's definitely rough waters out there, especially when your best friends are telling you that there's a business venture in Rochester for your startup company. Now, AB, I got to talk to Agent 47 about what that initial startup company was.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe it.
Okay.
Do you remember, well, actually, you will believe it. Do you remember those little, those handheld game scanners that they released in, like, the 2000s?
Yes.
So basically, his idea was to make like an electric stamp, kind of like the one on the back of his head, and it was gonna like, you could do that to the back of heads of people, and then like you could fight them on your handheld thing anytime you wanted if you scanned the back of their head, you know. So like you got the stamp and the handheld, but it was really hard because like the concussion group got a whole head of this, and that was not, it didn't bode well for him after that.
Oh, no.
But, of course, you know, when you have an idea and it's your baby and you've got somebody that tells you, and somebody tells you in your Kickstarter that you suck, which also didn't help his case.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, and now, right now, Neo and Riddick in the middle of the ring, then they battle for the name and rights on a low blow, and it looked like Neo was about to go for the Matrix, but Riddick's countered into a Riddick clutch.
Wow. Wow.
Into a Riddick clutch. Will that be enough to get Neo to tap as Agent 47 is in the ring? And it could be enough to get a pinfall, though. The cover here, and very quick to break it up, is John Wick.
Jesus. Look at these guys at it. I'm so proud.
It's going to take a lot more. Well, AB, little did we know a couple of years ago when these 3, not including John Wick, who is the new surprise addition and showed up at Autumn Asylum, But when we had that triple threat match, little did we know that it was going to lead to such deep-rooted turmoil between these guys. And hey, Black Cat, you got to be careful here. And that's the other question. What are the women factor in this matchup? And now we see it's Black Cat. Who is he going after? Riddick? That is bold.
Wow.
That is bold of Black Cat. And I think just tried to pull Neo up, tried to get him back up. And that is a good teammate. Of course, Black Cat sympathizing with the Shades of Black, I guess, in the hair division.
Yeah. Hair division.
And Keanu, you know, he's a popular guy, you know, but I am still so very disappointed in Black Cat's actions of late. As we saw her in a number of situations where she could have. And oh, what a DDT there from Riddick. As Riddick, as the Shades of Bald have started to get the upper hand here. And another Riddick clutch. As we have called them anything except the Shades of Black. But all four of these men are part of the Shades of Black. Now you're probably wondering what Pepsi Zero has to say about this. As Pepsi Zero was like in this faction for a bit. And he basically was like, y'all have issues. I have zero issues. So I'm not getting involved in this. And he's... Instead, in the match that directly follows this, as Captain Planet is basically going to full Tony Robbins, Diamond Dallas Page on him, going, I can make you clean again. You need calories. And so we are going to have Captain Planet versus Pepsi Zero up next. Now trying to go for a pin here. It would look like he might. But instead, he's going after John Wick as Riddick. And this may not be smart. But you can tell how vengeful these bald guys are. And I don't blame them. Being bald is a lot of pressure, man. There's such a stigma against us, and we are few, and we are also proud. And some of us look like penises, but it's not all of us.
Well, the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter what your head looks like. As long as you run it with confidence, you got it. That's all that really matters, folks. Remember.
That's right. Which is why it makes what Neo did so diabolically sinister. Taking the hair from these guys and forcing them into a lifestyle they didn't necessarily want. And now, holy God! A double choke slam!
Wow.
As Neo turns the tables in lightning quick fashion.
Wow.
And you have to wonder what the involvement of Evie Hammond is going to be in the corner of the Shades of Black, looking the bald edition of the Shades of Black. Folks, if you're just tuning in, this is Revelation Day 2, main evented by DC defending their titles against the Rebels and Redcoats winners who are cashing in. The Greasy Green Gigolos, Piccolo and Reptile. And we opened up this show with Penguin beating the holy hell out of Ganondorf in the bar.
Oh, yeah.
And so what is going to happen as far as later on tonight and that tag team match, stay tuned to find out. We have Pepsi Zero versus Captain Planet, as I mentioned a second ago. And it is a huge, huge night. And of course, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, Steel Cage. Cover from Agent 47 on to Neo. And I think we missed Jonah Hill getting hurt. Cover 1, 2, 3. He got him.
Oh.
Agent 47 hit the silencer on the Neo. And that was enough to get it done. Bald people rule.
Bald wings.
And I don't care if it burns your eyes, because because the Shades of Black Bald Edition have won this matchup and earned the right to be the one and only Shades of Black in CIW. But you have to imagine, AB, the Keanu connection is not going to take that lightly.
Oh no, I'm sure they're very mad about it. But tough luck, Buttercup.
That's right.
We got more matches to go.
That's right. And you know what? I can't wait to get that coupon for Supercuts so I can give it to somebody else, because I don't need it. But a big win. A big, bald win for the Shades of Black. But now we've got a calorie-counting crasher of a matchup. As Pepsi Zero, the master of the edge of the can and the Pepsi plunge, takes on Captain Planet, who has kind of made a reputation of late, AB, of repatriating people who have been brought into the dirty, filthy darkness or Satan's vile clutches. He's been a really good guy. He's been really motivational, and he's said to Pepsi Zero, you need calories. Pepsi Zero said Pepsi Zero has lost 0 times, even though that is painfully untrue. He's trying to make it true. And will he? I mean, he is a pretty devastating wrestler, a very sizable wrestler, and Captain Planet with not the greatest record of late. Who you got in this matchup, AB, and what are we getting if we get it?
Oh, boy, everybody. I hope you're ready for this matchup. What do you got? Well, I don't know, man. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at him. I want Pepsi back regular. I don't like Pepsi Zero, personally.
It doesn't do it for me.
Captain Planet has a point, man. You need something. You can't just be a 0 empty calorie. If you're going to be a calorie, have something to your guts.
That's right.
0 calorie? That seems confusing to me.
That's right. Don't be fizz. I mean, everyone needs to kick up the heat every now and then. I mean, calories in the most literal sense is heat. And you need to be nice and you got to heat things up a little bit. And Pepsi Zero, even when cold, is just not that good. And so Captain Planet here to be the motivational guru here tonight as Don Cheadle saunters his way down to the ring to do what he's done best. And, you know, he's pretty confident in himself. I got a chance to talk to him tonight. He goes, yeah, I basically nut every time that I help somebody turn their life around. And I thought that was a really odd way to phrase it, but, you know, he's kind of a weird guy. It's kind of why he's had moderate success here in CIW. But it doesn't stop the love for him nonetheless, as these fans clearly showing their appreciation for this man here tonight, as these two, and Captain Planet also said, go Corleone. I don't know whether that means anything to you.
Yeah, it's all good. We're all good. It's okay. I'm going to have some tea with Corleone. We're going to chit-chat. It's going to be all good.
Well, your match tomorrow night is not going to be a chit-chat. I guarantee, at least from what I've heard from Corleone, I guarantee you that. He is ready to kick your sorry ass and and end your wrestling career. So you're
love tap.
Well, we'll see what kind of love taps happen. That was a back suplex here. And this match starting off pretty hot for Captain Planet. This is once again referee Jonah Hill, who did get hit in the match previously and is coming back to his senses. We have injected him. Ever since Majin Buu's been here, we've had a surprising amount of restorative chocolates. I don't know where they're coming from.
They taste amazing.
They taste incredible. I like, it's the best chocolate I've ever had. I cannot believe how good the chocolate is. And, you know, I will say this oh, man, and a low blow. Pepsi Zero, he gives 0 fucks. That is one big major change from this guy and Pepsi Man. And, oh, God, and a trip to the back of the leg, not allowing Captain Planet any recovery time.
Man, that's what he has to do. He has to do this in order if he wants to win. He has to bring the heat.
That's
even
right.
Though he's Pepsi Zero.
Well, and Pepsi Zero, you know, the Pepsi plunge from Pepsi Man has something that has never been kicked out of, but Pepsi Zero has done 2 Pepsi plunges that have been kicked out of. Oh, God! A low blow from behind.
About sending a message.
Yeah, and you don't need calories to send a message. That is a fact. So, AB, what are we getting in this matchup?
All right, so Captain Planet has a whole set fresh of bonsai trees, each individually selected for each individual person in this arena.
And another low blow.
Oh,
and a right hand. And another right hand. And went for a third, maybe dipped into the well one too many times. And a good neck breaker there from Planet.
Beautiful. And Pepsi Zero said he's going to give everyone some Pepsi Zero. We're all going to get Pepsi Zero. We're all going to learn to drink and like it. That's what he said. And I don't appreciate that.
You'll get Pepsi Zero and like it.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of the Shades of Black attitude that rubbed off on him. You know, it's like, I don't know if you can have negative... Oh, God! What he kneed to the face! That could have do it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Captain Planet kicks out. God, what a knee to the skull. Pepsi Zero charged in. What an intense matchup this has been so far, as Pepsi Zero really starting to take advantage here at Captain Planet.
Oh, low. Blind the punch the guy. Gotta punch the guy.
No, slowly. But and I know, AB, that you got a chance to walk by the locker room of Pepsi Zero, but you weren't let in? What was that all about?
He's mad that I don't like Pepsi Zero. I've openly told him, and because he saw me drinking a Coke earlier, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, anyone drinking Coke. I mean, he was really hardlining us about making sure that all of the products that were in all of the venues that were here were all Pepsi. I mean, even when you ran it, you remember how many emails we got from Pepsi Zero going, why is it not all Pepsi? It was a legal mess. It was a legal mess.
About the monster, the whole monsters fiasco. Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah. He's not happy about that either. And you being cut from that supply, how you handling that, dude? Because I know that Corleone locked your safe.
He did. He locked my safe, but it's okay. I haven't had a monster rehab in a while, and it's all right. And I'm okay, and we're all right, and it's all good.
You think
that good?
Well,
it's real good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you think that's gonna affect the way that your matchup goes tomorrow and a trip to the leg again, as Captain Planet is starting not to look good here? Oh, what a spear! Big spear into the gut.
Big spear.
Pepsi Zero still wants to be the Pepsi Zero that he is known to be. And now a big toss. A gigantic toss down. As Captain Planet may have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew here with this Extreme Makeover Planet Edition.
Come on, Captain, bring the cap.
That he aims to do, and he did it with Captain Pollution, kicking that guy out of CIW. Big suplex. As Captain Planet's starting to build a little momentum here, but will it be enough? Obviously, the size advantage, even though he's got no calories, that size advantage makes a difference.
He is a metal man. We cannot forget that. That man is made of metal.
Oh, and an inverted suplex this time. A gourd buster if you wheel. And he's starting to really gain some over. Oh, and Pepsi Zero went into charge, and there he got it. And a big kick to the gut again from Pepsi Zero. This matchup designed as Captain Planet requested it to try and recalorie the Pepsi Zero and bring him back to being Pepsi Man, the known and loved representation of mass marketing.
Yeah. Bring on the Pepsi. Bring back the Pepsi.
That's right. Well, hey, at least there was a game attached to it. That was when soda companies actually cared about their brand enough to make a video game off of their character.
True.
Like, oh no! That's Jonah Hill, known Coke fan, and a big clothesline from Captain Planet. Oh no, and now a Pepsi plunge, but Jonah Hill has been punched.
Oh my gosh.
And there's no referee to make the pin, AB.
Oh shoot, there's no one there to pin.
And nobody's there, and you can see just the shadow of the convoluting or convulsing Captain, not Captain. Oh, and that might be something that he regrets, as Pepsi Zero not happy that Jonah Hill did not get back to his feet in time, and he's going after Jonah. Come on, man, you can't be going after Jonah Hill. He didn't do anything. And now, oh wait a second, a big powerbomb pin, cover 1, 2, and just barely kicked out did Captain Planet. Somehow, AB, Captain Planet is still in this. I want those bonsai trees. I love trees. As this matchup, of course, tomorrow night, we've got CIW Revelation Day 3, headlined by Symbiote Spider-Man versus Kratos for the CIW Heavyweight Championship. And now Pepsi Zero has no calories and he's running out of energy. Throwing a mail. Wait a second. What has Pepsi Zero got planned here? And now going for a big suplex. Big suplex!
Oh, no suplex. Oh, I thought he was going for punches.
And it looked like he was going to go for punches, but Pepsi Zero has somehow stabilized with maybe a little bit of carbonation left, as Captain Planet has now weathered a Pepsi plunge and is somehow still in this matchup, AB. And folks, AB, you said it before, but remind the folks how Jonah Hill's medical bills get paid, especially because you might be going back to actually writing the checks for those bills if you lose tomorrow night with Michael Corleone. He's getting kind of bitter about it. So you gotta like and share and subscribe and hit the bell button all, and make sure you comment down below whether you like it, whether you hate it, whether you think you want to eat a slice of pie with it, whatever you feel, write it down. Put it down there. We appreciate interaction. And Captain Planet pulling a little bit of his alter ego's tactics with a couple of thumbs to the eye. Shades of Captain Pollution there. And now a big European uppercut. Of course, Captain Planet Europe, a part of the planet. You get nothing but informative facts here in CIW. And what a big punch. Huge punch down.
My lapel mic is over here glitching out. I gotta get this fixed. Hold on one second.
As he's partially fixing his microphone here, and this is what happens when you're transferring teams. As Michael Corleone is retaking over CIW, of course, the matchup tomorrow. While AB is fixing this, I don't know whether he knows this, but Corleone told me that matchup tomorrow night is going to be a last man standing match, which means no pinfalls, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win, incapacitate your opponent until they do not answer the count of 10. That is going to be a monstrous matchup, a big matchup, as Pepsi Zero is doing anything and everything, including bashing Captain Planet's knee into those steel steps. And now, is Pepsi Zero going to try and get a count-out victory here, trying to take the easy way out, the calorie-less way out, as these guys doing everything they can here in this day 2 of Revelation. And a big punch as Pepsi Zero. Now Captain Planet trying to turn it around. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Was that oh my God! A planetizer from the top rope! A super planetizer to Pepsi Zero. 1, 2, 3! Captain Planet! Did he do it?
Amazing!
He did it! He's back in blue!
We're getting Pepsi back!
Pepsi Man is back to being Pepsi Man after a super planetizer. I have never seen anything like that before, AB. What an effort from Captain Planet to rehabilitate Pepsi Man here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta love the motivation right there. As Captain Planet rallying behind and rehabbing a friend to be actually worse for your diet, but better tasting. So, Captain Planet, he's got his priorities straight.
Going right.
He knows what's up, but we've got another major matchup before our main event. It is Sub-Zero versus Scorpion in a steel cage. This began, AB, as you were there that night, and you saw this happen with the matchup with the 6-man tag where Freddy Krueger was assaulted by Liu Kang, of all people, the TAW champion. So Smoke and Dave Chappelle needed a partner, and Scorpion against Cold Rain and Souls. And Scorpion stepped up to the plate. Those three got a victory. Then at Thanks Grappling, you saw these two in a one-on-one match where Ermac cost them a count-out loss to Scorpion. Scorpion got his revenge a couple of weeks ago on Saturday Night Hype, beating convincingly Ermac and the assisting Rain. And as a result of the consistent interference, asked for a steel cage match that I'm told was something that you decided was one of the final acts that you were going to authorize when you sent all that mail, so that no one gets in, and the only way to win is that somebody climbs over the top and out. And I know that Sub-Zero not happy about this stipulation. Why don't you break us down why you made this decision before you lost your power?
Because the people need a good show, and people need no interference. And this is too much interference. I don't want no ninjas messing with this situation.
That's right. Yeah, well, ninjas love sticking their nose into places it doesn't belong, particularly Cold Rain and Souls. And AB, I know that you've been having some issues with Jack Black and Eclipse, particularly because Jack Black just keeps losing all the title matches that you gave him. And I know that you've been having a lot of dissonance between him and what's been going on with that. And I know that that's also been on your mind, especially with Jack Black not winning the ABP/Exceeds Championship from Prince of Persia last week on the pre-show. So it's nice to see you here wanting to make a match fair and down the middle. It's refreshing for a change.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. I mean, granted, I was betting on Jack Black to lose every single time, so I made a killing on bets.
Yeah, you did. And I know that.
Me.
And you've since. How long's it been since you've been in the mood? 4 months. Here we go.
Yeah. I've been just enjoying moon rocks on Earth.
Yeah. Well, it seems like AB energy seems to be a little bit more powerful than the moon rocks themselves.
Always has been.
Yeah, that's
never has.
Says the astronaut with the pistol. As the punches down to Sub-Zero. As Scorpion is trying to settle a grudge here between these two long-storied opponents. Who you got, AB?
Oh, man, it's a rough one, man. I love both these guys. They both bring the heat and the ice.
Oh, and a low blow from Sub-Zero. Message said Sub-Zero has been doing non-stop bragging about pinning. He keeps saying he's pinned Scorpion. He didn't pin Scorpion. It was a count-out victory. But he keeps saying, I pinned Scorpion. So this is a situation where Sub-Zero really being braggadocious. And now look at these two back and forth, and you have to imagine.
Whoever sends the most messages is my shot for the winner tonight.
That's right. And now
Scorpion, if he wins, we get flamethrowers. If Sub-Zero wins, we get some sub-freezers. I don't know what we're going to
Are we getting the same deep freezers that he promised us the last time that I already have one of?
No, this was a sub-freezer, so it goes under your deep freezer. It's supposed to be colder.
It doesn't need to be any colder. It's colder than dry ice.
Sub said it needs to be colder, so he's giving it to us.
Dude, I have lost 6 potential cats that I was looking to buy because because they crawled towards that freezer. Big boot. We had we had this cat open house. I don't know why we decided to do this, but it was just like nonstop cats in our house to see if they got a flavor for the building. Anyway, choke from Scorpion, who does not like cats at all, and is just choking the life out of Sub-Zero. And you can't blame him. Scorpion does not like.
Scorpion don't like cats. I can't be told.
Well, remember, Scorpion is a big fan of revenge and justice because he believes, and I don't know whether he still does for a long time because it's been since disproven that Sub-Zero murdered his whole family, including his cat. So maybe that's like one of those weird like trauma manifestations that he now doesn't like cats. Because he lost his cat. He should talk to John Wick, honestly. I feel like they would have an interesting line of things to chat about.
Fair. That's fair.
And but right now, John Wick and Neo licking their wounds after losing the name and rights to the Shades of Black to Riddick and Agent 47. Wait a second. It's the deep freeze crab. It's the deep freeze crab here, and that could be devastating, wrenching the back of Scorpion, making him unable to leave the cage.
Wow.
And
these moves, y'all. These moves.
And there is no pinfall and give up, ladies and gentlemen. You have to win by escape.
Yep.
But this allowed each to get a good gripping on beating each other, as no one can get in, and there's no interference that's happening on this night.
None. Ain't happening. We're getting a clean, fresh fight.
That's
Get
right.
out of the cage. Beat each other up.
That's right. And and another question we have, AB, is we saw on day 1 yesterday the shock return of Noob Saibot to team with Smoke against this man, Sub-Zero's cohorts, Rain and Ermac. What must Sub-Zero be thinking of the return of Noob Saibot after the last time those two met was at the Resurrection in the 7 Circles of Hell match? Chokeslam!
Beautiful chokeslam. That was a beautiful chokeslam.
Yes,
right there.
As these two brothers can't seem to get away from each other. And this is referee Kevin James, senior referee Kevin James, in there tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
And we thank Kevin James. He is a man who is very, very happy that Michael Corleone is back, mainly because he gets paid way more under Mike. And, you know, I won't lie to you, AB. Even when you showed me how much Kevin James made, I was like, okay, that's a lot for a referee. Michael Corleone pays Kevin James very, 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 very well.
As he should be.
He deserves it. He totally deserves it. He totally deserves it. But it's a big number. It's a big number. But Mike takes care of his guys. Not that you didn't. You took care of me very well when you were here. Oh, wait a second. Another DDT to Sub-Zero. And Scorpion saying, job done.
He's running.
And now Scorpion, he might be just bailing here. as Sub-Zero, that DDT, he NetherRealm DDT'd him to hell as Scorpion digs the win in very convincing fashion. After getting deep freeze crabbed, Scorpion still found a way to beat up on his old rival and come out of Revelation with the W. Your thoughts, AB?
Hey, here's your free flamethrower.
That's a hey! Oh, wow, okay, well, if I wasn't bald before, okay, all right, I am very bald now, and now I'm Sweet Tooth, and I need an ice pack. And ladies and gentlemen, you think it's hot here now, just wait till you see our main event. And I have just gotten a text from Michael Corleone that the fourth member of the Gigolos has agreed to be in the corner of Piccolo and Reptile here tonight. What we're getting is if Penguin and the Aquaman, who are defending as DC, they are defending their championships against the Greasy Green Gigolos. This cash-in has been a long time coming, AB. Penguin and Aquaman representing, and those, oh my God, look at those title belts. I have never seen those belts before, but damn, they are fresh.
It was on better-looking people.
Yeah, I know.
The people that were wearing look better.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, Penguin, I mean, thank God that sack of Lord knows what is not with him here tonight. And Aquaman, just the slimiest of the slimy. As these two have, and DC has officially held those titles for 2 years, AB. 2 years and 12 days as champions. That is no small feat for Dunn Caring.
No small feat.
But including a couple of wins against the Greasy Green Gigolos, but the Gigolos won the Rebels and Redcoats tournament. Can they cash in their shot? Oh, and here comes Riddler. Here comes the man who agreed to be in the Gigolos corner here tonight in the absence of Ganondorf. But we have seen, AB, the Gigolos face the mainly Penguin and Batman of DC, because they have interchanged those belts because they did not give a fuck which member of DC was holding the belts as they defended it. And the last time that Reptile and Piccolo faced DC, it ended with a Penguin plunge through the top of a Hell in a Cell. Wasn't a good time. But since that time, the Gigolos have grown in numbers, and they fought, and they fought, and they fought. And they have finally got back here as one of the most captivating teams in CIW. The Greasy Green Gigolos have their opportunity here tonight. Can they end the record-holding 2-year reign of DC here tonight? And will this man, the Riddler, be able to help them do it?
I really do hope so, because I'm sick of these marbles. It's time for them to get there.
No, man, and I appreciate the level of insult. That was a 5-head insult you just threw at him. I respect that.
Yeah,
that's right. And here comes Reptile, as Reptile has been putting in a lot of work lately. Reptile pinning Ermac. Reptile being the sole survivor going wire to wire in the fatal attrition match at No Man's Land. This man has been through it all, and with him by his side is Piccolo, as these two have shucked and jived and gone to nightclubs and gotten some pretty women with them. They have been one of the most charismatic teams in CIW, and they have punched their ticket to a potential win here tonight. But it is not going to be easy, as DC has been known to take underhanded tactics, and here comes Piccolo, baby. Let's go. AB, I know, AB, that throughout it all, throughout your time with Tenacious E and the feuds that they had, especially in that Rebels and Redcoats tournament with the Greasy Green Gigolos, I know for a fact that you are still fans of these guys.
Yeah.
And it's real easy to see why. And I know that you actually got to talk to Piccolo before this match. What was his mindset in going in for this tag title opportunity as they cash in here at Revelation in your main event?
It's all about, he said to me, it's all about having a good time. It's all about party.
Well, and you know that Piccolo has two sides to him, though, because there's this side, the fun side, the side that he's been able to come out of his shell within CIW, but then he gets in the ring, and that special beam cannon is 1-3 count away from them capturing a long-held gold that DC have had a clutch on for 2 years. I'm saying that again, folks. This is the longest non-hiatus title reign in CIW history, and these brand new belts look phenomenal. And I don't know whether it was you or Corleone who sanctioned them, but I am all for it. And that is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. The
joint effort, let's say that.
The CIW Tag Team Championships. Here we go. Who you got, AB?
Of course, I got the Greasy Green Gigolos.
Yes.
And they're giving us some fresh greasy green hair grease. That's right. You two can wear the fresh green greasy hair grease, but the Green Gigolos can wear the vibe.
I could use that about as much as I could use the supercuts, but okay. And what's DC giving us?
DC's giving us a fat middle finger. That's why I just don't like it.
Well, you know what? That tracks. That totally tracks. As well, and you know that they're not in a good mood after Batman had the total piss beaten out of him last night by Sephiroth, and the major title change in the main event of last night's show where Padme Amidala beat Wonder Woman, also member of DC. So DC is not having a good go of it here at Revelation. Could their major title reign, could they lose all the titles here tonight in this tag match?
That'd be awesome.
And it would be awesome. It would be awesome. It has been non-stop with DC. They have just run rampant. Low blow right there. Message sent. Kevin James giving Aquaman the business.
The business.
As Aquaman came very close to beating Symbiote Spider-Man at Autumn Asylum in that 30-minute Iron Man match for the Heavyweight Championship of the World. A match being title being defended tomorrow night against Kratos. And a huge matchup to cap off our year. Of course, folks, don't forget about WrestleBration 11. February 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 2025. We're starting off strong like we do. And now the lily pad clover here as Penguin just sauntering over as Riddler has just been on the corner of the ring here cheering on the Gigolos. And wait a second. And that was the whirlpool. And maybe Riddler didn't mean to do that. Maybe Riddler didn't mean to do that. Come on, no, come on, no.
Oh, man.
Riddler, wait a second. Riddler, no.
I knew it.
Riddler just attacked Kevin James.
Dirty little question mark.
But what does this mean? Are you telling no, this can't be real. This can't be real. My God, what a chair shot. It is real. It is real.
Make yourself useful. Break a table. Get us a
As Riddler, I should have known. I should have fucking known.
Bunch of dirty darts.
DC has added the Riddler to their ranks, and of course, he's not actually green. He's just wearing green. Of course, this makes sense.
Also in DC.
That's what I mean. Was this the plan all along? Was Penguin assaulting Ganondorf at the start of this show? Was this the plan all along?
Getting a spank for this one.
And now just slamming Aquaman, and now, oh God, and now just choking the life out of Piccolo here tonight as the Riddler has turned his back on the Greasy Green Gigolos. You should be ashamed of yourself, Riddler. Do you even know the concept of shame?
Please break a table. Come on now, get us that bonus.
This is absolutely disgusting. Oh God! Right into the and that looked like a twist of a riddle me this into the table. Bonus or not, Piccolo has just been rocked, as we all have, by the betrayal of the Riddler to DC. This is gross, AB. This is sickening.
These guys, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Who am I kidding? I can't believe it.
This is absolutely gross. An absolutely disgusting effort, and of course it's over. I'm so beside myself. I don't even have the words to speak what has happened here tonight.
Well, there it is, folks. The big middle finger they were going to give us if they won. There it is.
Boy, that really was. You couldn't have put it better. What a middle finger to all of us. As DC and the Gigolos have been screwed here tonight. Was this the Gigolos' last shot? As this was their cash-in. As DC retains, damn it. We'll see you tomorrow.